Alright, so this is the Scratch website. To get here, you go to scratch.mit.edu and then you want to go to click on join in order to create an account. Okay, this is if you don't have an account already. Of course, enter a username and enter a password. Enter it twice, of course. Don't show your password, don't want anyone to see it. Then click next and you'll enter a few other informations, including your email address and other stuff as well. Make sure it's an email address that you have access to, because your email address is important in terms of sharing your work with your teacher. Okay, and we'll talk about that later on. Okay, now I'm not going to create an account because I've already got one, so I'm going to click on sign in, and you can see my account is right there. Click sign in, and now I'm in. On this screen, just go straight to create, and you'll see it will now load up the project page, and this is here. Now this is the standard Scratch screen, or a better word for screen is interface. Okay, on the left here you've got your code blocks. Okay, and they are divided up into sections based on what type of action the blocks can do. So you've got the motion block, which are in blue. These control any movements in your program. You've got the looks block in a purple. These actually normally are used for presenting outputs. Okay, now an output is when data is presented to the user. So you can see here, you can show messages, you can change the way your objects look in Scratch. You can change all stuff there. You then got the sound block, which is that a magenta? Are we calling that magenta? I don't know, you tell me. Over here, well, you know what it is. It's called sound, so obviously it's playing sound. Then we've got the events section. And the events blocks, which is a yellowish colour. I think it's supposed to be yellow, looks a bit more orange to me, but obviously there's a quite clear orange below. But anyways, events are more about triggers, okay? So effectively these are saying that something has to happen before the rest of the code can happen. It's your trigger blocks. Okay. Now control, we're going to look at this in another video, and you'll see what that means and what it does in another video. Don't worry about it for now. Sensing is when you try to see if something is happening. So, you know, is a particular type of object touching an object? It could be the mouse touching it, or the cursor touching something, a particular color, touching a particular color, etc. Then operators is where you can join things together, do some mathematics, and all that fun stuff. Then we've got variables, which we'll look at in another video, and then my blocks, which we don't need to look at all. Don't worry about that one. Okay, so those are your blocks, sections for your blocks. Then in the middle, you've got your script area. This is where your program's code is going to be. And then on the far right, you've got the stage. This square over here is the stage. When you run your program, the program appears in the stage. So the stage effectively shows you the program you have coded in the script area. Okay. Below the stage, you've got a Sprite Area. This allows you to delete your sprites. You can also add some sprites as well. You can also add backgrounds as well. Don't know how I picked that one. Then over here on the left hand corner, you've got your costumes. Use your codes blocks, which you may have seen already, to switch between costumes, create some animations, and then you've got some sounds that you can add into the project as well. Now, one thing I want to highlight before I end this video, it's a very, very important part. Notice how I can enter a name for this project. I'll call it project 1, whatever. But more importantly, I have this button here for sharing. Now when I click that button, it allows me to then set up this page, which is, keep it, that's fine. Click copy link. And then here is the link I can copy to share this project with anybody, okay, including the teacher, okay. you need to share your work this way. However, if I just go back, this button, which I've shared now, it only appears if you have confirmed your email address. Okay, to do that, you go into account settings, click on email. Now, if yours looks like this, where you've got the little green tick, then you're fine. You have confirmed your email address. If it doesn't look like this, there should be a button to allow you to get Scratch to send a confirmation email to your email. You then go into your email and click a link in that email to get it confirmed. This is very, very important, as you cannot share your work if you haven't got your email confirmed. And when it comes to your project at the end of the term, if you can't share the project, you can't get any marks. Okay, so do make sure that this has been confirmed. That is everything you need to know as an introduction to the Scratch platform.